Hello everyone. I'm going to demonstrate Metriql real quick. Before getting into Metriql, I need to install dbt in my local environment. So I use dbt, I installed dbt via Homebrew, and I created an adapter for Snowflake, which is my target data warehouse for this demo dataset. I run this command called dbt init just to be able to create a new dbt project, and I have my directory structure, but no model order source yet. So I will be using Snowflake's demo dataset on the Snowflake sample data database, which is available in all the Snowflake accounts. Snowflake has the PCH data in this database, and I have a PCH SF1 schema for a small subset of this PCH data. And under that, I have customers, orders, and a bunch of other tables. So in order to be able to use these tables, I will be using Snowflake's dbt's package called CodeGen. And CodeGen has a cool macro called generate sources. And when I run this command, it will fetch all the database metadata from my Snowflake account and output an example YAML file to the console. In the meantime, I can just create an empty file called schema.yaml under models directory. Now I have my output in the console. Let's just copy and paste this content to my new YAML file. However, I have many different tables in the schema, and I will keep it simple and just use orders table and customer table, which has the customer data for this imaginary e-commerce company. So I have this customer key inside orders, which has a relationship to the customer key column under customer. And I have a bunch of other columns which can be used as measures inside orders so that I can analyze my customers and orders using the same data sets. I did my work and I actually created a bunch of measures for this data set. Here you see total customers, which is the count of all rows inside the customer table. And here you see a column mapped as a dimension. Actually, all the column definitions are mapped to individual dimensions inside Metriql, but you can actually override the types if you wish so. Normally, we discover the types from the database directly, but if you can just type the uh, types here, field types here, it can be consistent as well. So here I have a relationship from the customer key inside orders to customer key or customer table. It is one to many, and I have a left join relationship. I have another measure called unique users, which is the count of unique values of customer key inside my orders table. So here I modeled this data and it is available for Metriql to expose this data to the end users. But before getting into that, I need to run dbt list command, which creates the manifest.json file inside my dbt project. Normally, you can run dbt run as well. However, in this case, I don't have anything to materialize inside my database. It is just two sources pointing to my uh, individual database tables inside my Snowflake. So here, it executed the command, and I have a manifest.json file. Let's use MySQL to expose this data. Here, I will be using the command line application. At this documentation, I have used Docker scripts that lets me just download the Docker image from Docker Hub and use it in my local environment. So here I will just create a new terminal and expose these values and run my Docker container using this script here. So it will expose this data set and build a UI that I can just build out the integrations in my local environment. Now I see this data is exposed through this port.